Vijay Manwani, founder and CEO of Cuvée, and they're announcing the launch of their smart wine bottles today because really everything's internet connected these days. So tell me about how this works.
This is the Cuvée bottle. It's a connected wine bottle, and when you insert the Cuvée refill into it, as you see, it will identify the wine. So the wine stays fresh in these refills for up to 30 days. You can pour wine just like you would with a traditional bottle, right? And here I'm pouring a red Cabernet from Sonoma. It reseals itself when you take it out, right? And I can pop in a white wine right after that. And you can see this is a Shug Chardonnay with its own story to tell.
You can easily switch out different wines, and then you can order wines from the app. How do you do that?
Correct. So the whole idea here is that users can drink different wines. Our beta users tend to have multiple of these refills open at a time, so each person can drink what they want. If you browse through the various wines in the store, you can tap any one of them, add them to a cart, and purchase it right off the Cuvée bottle, right?
And so part of what you're paying here is for this bottle that keeps these wines lasting longer. Are you charging a premium over what people would pay to get these wines elsewhere?
No, there's no premium whatsoever. The cost of these wines is identical to what you would pay for in a store. The real benefit over here is to offer, through the Cuvée service, this experience where you can essentially drink wine by the glass any day of the week. So normally people wait for a special occasion or a Friday to have a nice wine. Here now they are free essentially to drink the wines they love any day of the week.
This is Lockatron. It fits over your current deadbolt and lets you lock or unlock your door from your phone. Lockatron unlocks your door for you. You can share access to your door with anyone, anywhere, instantly. You can control Lockatron from anywhere in the world. Last year, we released the world's first commercially available internet-connected door lock that worked with any phone. News outlets like the New York Times, Popular Science, and Reader's Digest raved about Lockatron. Since then, we've been hard at work to make a newer, smarter version of Lockatron. The new Lockatron isn't a door lock. It installs on the inside of the door, so renters can use it too. You can now Airbnb your place when you're out of town. Lockatron lets your guests in for you. You can easily extend their stay and make sure the door is locked on their way out. Lockatron will send you a message when someone unlocks the door, even if they use a key. If you run, you don't need to take a key with you. Lockatron works with any phone on the market. It will even work with text messages. Lockatron is the perfect solution for co-working spaces. No more keys to manage, simply grant or revoke access at a moment's notice. Lockatron will even send you a notification when someone is at the door, thanks to a built-in knock sensor. Installation is incredibly simple. Loosen your deadbolt using the included Phillips head screwdriver. Slide the back plate between your door and the lock. Tighten, and secure Lockatron to your door by twisting the knob. Lockatron comes in several colors and finishes, including Obsidian Black, Bondi Blue, and Quicksilver.
Lockatron uses the same cryptographic protocols found in online banks. Unlike with regular keys, if you misplace your phone, you can remotely disable your account by changing the password.
Lockatron runs on 4 AA batteries that last for 1 year and will send a message to you when they run low. Lockatron has built-in Wi-Fi and an Arduino-compatible AppMega microcontroller. This means that you can customize Lockatron in some pretty cool ways. And there's one more thing we're incredibly excited to show you. Lockatron lets you unlock the door simply by walking up to it. Thanks to Bluetooth 4, Lockatron finally brings keyless entry to your home.
What is this?
It's a Juicero.
I'm sorry, I don't know what that word means.
It's
What's
a new
Juicero?
word.
Okay, define it for me.
Juicero, the best juice ever. What comes out of the Juicero is so fresh that it shouldn't even be called juice. It should just be called, I don't know, squashed produce, because that's what it is. Our founder, Doug, is straight up made of juice.
Literally, there's juice in my veins.
Doug and the Juicero team have taken care of everything. Not just the washing, the peeling, and the chopping, but the growing, the harvesting, the washing, the refrigerated transport, the inspecting. Did we mention the washing? The packaging. And finally, delivering to your house. And we haven't even gotten to the most genius part yet. There's nothing to clean. No mess whatsoever. It's so easy that it makes the old way of juicing seem, well, old.
Why did I do all that other stuff?
Who cares? That's our past life. This is our new life.
Juicero. The easiest, freshest, most delicious way to get juice.
Introducing JewelBots, programmable jewelry to inspire the next generation of coders.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Brooke.
And we created JewelBots to get girls excited about coding. There's been a lot of talk about women in tech and getting girls more involved in STEM. While classes are a great start, we're working to architect the next step. We want to ignite girls' curiosity and get them problem solving and building solutions of their own. So we're designing JewelBots, friendship bracelets for the iPhone era.
JewelBots allow friends to communicate in exciting new ways. The bracelets vibrate and light up so girls can send each other messages using Morse code or be alerted when their friends are nearby. And the setup is super simple. There's no coding required. The girls can use the JewelBots app to program their bracelets, so it works right out of the box.
And once they get the hang of it, that's when things start getting really fun. JewelBots are open source, so girls can use the Arduino IDE to make them do just about anything. They can get an alert when they have a new Instagram follower or when their dad is about to come pick them up. They can even control a drone.
Our hope is to get girls so excited about programming their JewelBot that they inspire one another to create amazing functionality while learning to code. Millions of kids have already taught themselves how to code in order to build mods for Minecraft or to customize their MySpace page back in the day. And we want to harness that energy and build something for girls because we're girly. And being girly doesn't mean you can't also like science and technology. So let's get building.
Ten years ago, there was a group at MIT which showed that you can look through a closed envelope with terahertz waves. And that was really inspiring to me, and I was like, if you have the time resolution of the terahertz spectrometer, now you can actually look deeper into multiple pages. I was really curious. I wanted to know how deep you can actually read through a closed book, because nobody has tried that. In order to read through a closed book, you have to do 4 things. First, you have to have a radiation that goes through the paper. So the paper has to be slightly transparent in this frequency range. Second, you have to have the time resolution to distinguish between different pages. Femtophotography was a project that opened the gateway to numerous projects that we have done in our group. With advancement in the time resolution, we were able to take a look at objects which have much finer details. With this time resolution, we can actually separate the pages. We can look at very, very small objects. The pulse that you send in is going to be reflected from each of these air gaps after each page. And we try to separate the pulses that are actually from this air paper boundary compared to the noise that is coming from the rest of the sample. Third, you have to have the spectral information of different inks. For example, the ink should be visible in that range of frequencies. And the fourth one is recognizing the characters themselves. There is a shadow of different letters on top of the next page. So the algorithm has to be able to recognize the characters, although some part of the letters is missing. So right now we can see through 9 pages of the closed book because we don't have enough power and signal to noise ratio. And with advancement of technology, that would improve significantly so we can see deeper through the book. One of the applications is studying or doing inspection on antique documents. It's like an ancient book or whatever, and you cannot even touch it to open it and see what's inside. You can get some information about the layers with X-ray, but you cannot get information about the content, like what is written in this book. Our ultimate mission in camera culture at MIT is to make invisible visible, and time resolution is an essential part of doing that.